At this point, I have just started the VOD recording. So yep, we're seeing the last few players join the clan here to start off this match. I'm going to put up the prediction now. Will Angelic win? Yes. No. Submission period 5 minutes. Got it. Alright, the prediction is now up. It will be up for 5 minutes. They have asked for a tolerance. So now we are on tolerance time, so it would be up to 10 minutes before the match officially begins. After tolerance time ends, then all future delays will be prohibited by league rules. So I guess I have to sit here and talk to chat in the meantime. So far in our prediction, 300 channel points to yes, and 0 to no. And I'm just gonna do some, calls to action like they tell you to do in the textbooks. You know what I mean. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to give us a follow. Being asked to stream for finals tomorrow in a call with I just had to decline DKE's, asking me to stream the NSL's finals. Keep prediction up until it starts. I don't know how to do that. Bruh. I set it to 5 minutes, I can't extend it, Twitch is dumb. But, it is what it is. The people in NSL staff chat are going wild at the fact that I am currently live, just saying. Angelic is ready. We're just waiting on PPF to confirm readiness, and then we're gonna be well on our way. So I'm just going to go ahead and re-explain the rules for Set 1, because that seems to be the most relevant set right now. Set 1 is a 2v2 C... excuse me, a King of the Hill 2CL. 2 pairs of each team play like King of the Hill, but it's 2v2 matches. So, first team to get 2 points in Set 1 takes the first set. Best of 3 sets. So yeah, Set 1's first to 2 points. Wow, okay, Porky. Yeah, in NSL staff chat, I'm in there because, I've been asked to help out, which I'm more than happy to do. But, basically, Anthony just leaked the fact that I am live, and then now they're all going, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga, he live, ah. DKE's crying that I can't stream finals. Unfortunate. Sorry, I have a call with a college advisor. I have a life. But yeah. It looks like we are about 3 minutes into the 10 minutes tolerance period. So in 7 minutes, tolerance will end. And the match will have to begin, otherwise free wins will start being thrown around. And of course, Genius is breaking chat silence rules left and right and center, and that's honestly kinda cringe. What in the world? Bro, making me call you out. Genius, I'm your official streamer and I'm here calling you out. Unfortunate. This is weird. Pork is asking once again if PPF is ready. Prediction time is about to run out, so if you haven't predicted yet, now's your time. I set it to 5 minutes not knowing that tolerance would be a thing, and I cannot change it, so sorry. Also, I'm surprised Liga Play Wolf allows spectators in the clans. In the leagues that I work for, like ICA and Pegasus, they don't let you unless you have like written permission from a league admin, which is very rarely given. So, I'm glad that I'm allowed into the clan, but at the same time, that's not normal. Anyway, so as your representative for Angelic, it is my job to bring you the best commentary for our team. So I will do that. I'll try to go into the intricate details of the gameplay as much as possible. And, yeah. Well, I invited them, they're there on my behalf. Weird. Nice. Alright, 5 minutes remaining in the 10-minute tolerance period. Match is starting to get a little boring. I just got the anime music going in the background, not loud enough to trigger any copyright detection, hopefully. If so, I'll just deal with it. The VOD for this live stream will not be going on Twitch because Twitch is doo-doo when it comes to copyright on VODs. It's going on YouTube. I'll give the link to the full YouTube VOD to Porky after the fact. What he wants to do with it is up to him. I'll just put it on my channel. It'll be a full VOD, I'm not going to bother editing it. Porky once again asking if PPF is ready. 4 minutes remaining in tolerance. Alright, PPF is asking for 1 moment. Three minutes remaining in tolerance. So, as long as their moment is less than 3 minutes, it's okay. What in the world? This is the most active match clan I've ever seen. If this was a refed match, it would not be nearly as active. Yeah, like, I refereed for a Pegasus match once, and I had to shut people up real quick. It's funny. I'm gonna turn down the music audio just a tatty bit. Because, you know, minus 29 decibels is an odd number, and I don't like that. Anywho. Looking at the clock here, 2 minutes until end of tolerance. 2 minutes left in tolerance time. After tolerance time ends, further delays will be strictly prohibited by league rules, and the match will need to be played. As is. I apologize for that brief parental interruption. Alright, we are coming up on about 1 minute remaining in tolerance, 1 minute and 5 seconds to be exact, starting now. So the caster. Yeah, now we are at 60 seconds until end of tolerance time. After tolerance time, if they're still not ready, Angelic can claim a free win, and this will be very anticlimactic. At least as far as I know, I wasn't given the rulebook for this particular league, but I'm just going based off common rules in competitive play. Okay, looks like they're ready, so this won't be anticlimactic after all. Awesome. So we are going to go into King of the Hill 2C... What's it? 2CL? Yeah, no, 2C2. I think they like misspelled it. It should be King of the Hill 2v2, I think. I think they misspelled it because they're not English speaking. So King of the Hill 2v2. Your first pair of players for Angelic eSports will be Fatmir and Renegade. Your second pair will be Nate Loon and Overdose. We are going to hear from PPF on their lineup shortly. So keep your eyes on the clan chat. Fatmir and Renegade, two very decent players in Angelic. Nate Loon and Overdose, I haven't seen enough of them personally to make any definitive judgment, but I'm sure I'll get the scoop on them after this match is over. I am officially a part of Angelic as their creator now, so awesome. For PPF, it is Alan and Perkez Jr., Kester and Dubas Master. Puratus. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing your name. Ban on countdown, so we're gonna see the bans for King of the Hill 2v2. Global initial ban. So, again, I don't have enough information about the PPF players to make any definitive judgments on them because this is only the semi-pro scene. However, I'm sure we will learn more, and I'll develop a more thorough idea about different players as I cast more matches in the future. So I apologize now for my lack of information. They ban Electro Giant. I'm translating to English. Electro Giant, and Angelic is banning NATO. So the NATO ban is very common in 2v2 sets. The Electro Giant ban is kind of unorthodox, because the 2v2 meta is kind of like, in all the matches I've casted, I've seen two types of 2v2 decks. Either big ol' beatdown decks with Lava, Loon, Giant Skeleton, Golem. And the other kind I've seen were like barrels and bait and fireball bait and Mother Witch and everything like that. I haven't seen much Electro Giant in 2v2, so that's kind of a weird ban. Then again, I'm not very familiar with the LATAM scene, so it might be more common there. I'm not sure. Alan and Perk versus Fatmir and Renegade for point number 1 of the King of the Hill 2v2 set. Set number 1, first to 2 points. Just waiting on Alan, and then we can get started. And the match has officially begun. Fatmir and Renegade for Angelic eSports on the bottom of your screen, Puertos Jr. and Alan at the top of your screen for PPL. The match is officially begun. PPL starts with a Skeleton Barrel Electro Spirit combo, expertly blocked by the Goblin Cage, moving into a counter push, potentially, by Angelic, Lumberjack to quash that counter push very quickly, Meta Knight to stop the Lumberjack when it eventually comes back around as a counter push. Also, mates playing a Loon, not the best idea right now, and so a Loon is not played. Musketeer once again to provide DPS against Meta Knight. A tank is probably coming out, like another Meta Knight, for instance. Mother Witch, don't know why they played Mother Witch against a Meta Knight and a Loon. This is going to be very difficult to defend. However, Electro Wizard and Archers are going to make quick work of the balloon. There might be some death damage. Yep, there is death damage. Meta Knight jumps onto the almost dead Archer, killing it completely, therefore making it so that he doesn't jump onto the tower. However, death damage did do a number on that tower, bringing it down to 1999. Party like it's 1999, people. It might be the last time you get to. Another Cycle Log comes out, bringing Angelic's left-hand tower all the way down to 1927. Balloon Graveyard Push coming in for Angelic, damaging PPL's tower severely. Not quite bringing Angelic into the damage lead, but getting pretty close, bringing PPL's left-hand tower down to 1931. Baby Dragon is going to not fully counter Valkyrie. That Dark Prince was necessary to prevent a spin. That E-Spirit does a good job of pulling the Dark Prince away from the Musketeer, therefore killing him, mandating that Fireball. And that Goblin Cage play is going to leave Angelic very vulnerable to another Lumber Loon push. And since PPL has Lightning, Angelic's really going to need to be on edge for that. Here comes a Balloon, Inferno Dragon, expect the Lightning. That Snowball was entirely necessary to ensure that that Balloon did not get a hit on that tower. However, death damage is doing quite the number on Angelic's left-hand tower, bringing it down to 1956, bringing PPL back into the damage lead. Let's see what the chat's saying. Literally nothing. Gotcha. Meanwhile, we have a Raged Mega Knight. Enough tanks for that graveyard. However, oh, here comes the freeze. However, that doesn't allow too much damage for that graveyard. It only brings the tower down to 1240 on PPL's side. Still enough to put Angelic back in the damage lead, but there's a huge clump of troops on that left-hand side for Angelic to defend against. That Valkyrie is going to spin. Barrel and Loon barreling down that lane. Pretty expertly defended with the help of a Goblin Cage and an Ewiz and some leftover archers from that other defense. Overall, Angelic did a pretty good job of stopping that push. However, PPL is back in the damage lead with only 90 seconds remaining in Game 1 of 2v2 King of the Hill, Game number 1. Here comes the Valkyrie down the left-hand lane for PPL, a Loon following shortly. However, the Mega Knight stopped the Valkyrie before it could tank for the tower. Balloon turns into a pig, however that pig has like no health. And that death damage really is doing quite the number on this tower. Fireball completely misses that Inferno Dragon, a critical misplay by Angelic, which is rather unfortunate. Game 1 tends to be the most important game, and Angelic is starting to lose it a little bit. We are now in triple elixir time unless Angelic can pull it around with a desperation play. I don't see how this should work. Freeze misses the Lumberjack, another critical misplay by Fatmir and Renegade, as PPL takes Game 1 of 2v2 King of the Hill. It is now set point for PPL. PPL? Have I been saying PPL the whole time? I meant PPF. God damn it. But yes, PPF took Game 1 of 2v2 after an unfortunate series of misplays by Fatmir and Renegade. They really do need to go back and work on their spell placements, troop placements, and most importantly, to test their synergy. The spell placements were a big one, with the Fireball missing the Inferno Dragon and the Freeze missing the Lumberjack being the main highlights of why Puertas and Allen were able to win. We now have Nate and Overdose trying to get revenge on Puerk and Allen. Can Nate and Overdose turn it around? Let's find out as soon as Overdose joins the battle. For Game 2, Angelic will be on the top of your screen, and PPF will be on the bottom of your screen. So yes, in conclusion, Fatmir and Renegade really do need to go back and work on making sure that their spell placements are correct. Still waiting on Overdose. Let's check, is Overdose online? Overdose does not appear to be online according to the clan list. This could be concerning. Overdose isn't online. He's offline. This is rather concerning. Protest bringing a 1-minute warning. If Overdose doesn't get back online within 1 minute, PPF will take the free win for this game, and by extension, the set. Now is the time to start frantically pinging on Discord. Subs weren't declared, so I don't think they would be allowed even if there were subs in the game. Overdose probably dropping the ball for Angelic by not showing up to the match that he joined the clan for. Rather unfortunate development in this match that is currently derailing in front of our very eyes. Oh, Overdose finally joined. Here we go. With mere seconds to spare in the match countdown. Never mind, we are good. Game 2 is a go. Angelic, eSports, Nate, and Overdose at the top of your screen versus Puerticus and Alan at the bottom. Puerticus and Alan lightninging the King Tower. That was a weird play to make, probably a misclick. However, that is going to put Puerticus and Alan for PPF at a major disadvantage for the rest of this point. It was either an unfortunate misclick or some serious BM. Judging by the play style of Puerticus, it seems like none of the above and they just gave up. They're giving a free win. It's weird. They're giving away a free win? I'm confused. What's happening? I guess Nate and Overdose take game 2, bringing it to 1-1. What happened? Oh. They had banned cards, that's why. That's why they threw. So it looks like it is now 1-1 set point both teams because they had a banned card in their deck, which apparently, according to this league, is prohibited. So here we go. For the set, Nate and Overdose versus Kester and Dubas. Your representatives for Angelic will be at the bottom of your screen for this stream, Kester and Dubas at the top of your screen for PPF. Let's bring it home, Angelic. Let's get this bread. So yes, PPF did have a banned card, Tornado, which was prohibited, and therefore they gave away the game after realizing what they did. I'm confused why they did give away the game though, because a lot of leagues have this rule where if you have a banned card in your deck but you don't play it, you're fine. This league must not have that rule. Interesting. Again, I wasn't given the full breakdown on this league's entire state of being, so forgive me if I misinterpret anything. Nate and Overdose tried to go for the Fisherman King activation, but they were off by fractions of a tile. Fisherman stepped just a little bit forward, however, it did still do a good job fully countering that Mega Knight. Angelic in a massive lead going into the first half of this game. The left-hand tower for PPF is all the way down at 1344, putting Angelic at a major health advantage. However, a minor loon push for PPF could turn this around very quickly. Unless Angelic has an ace in their sleeve, which they do with the snowball. Ooh, but the freeze for PPF, allowing a balloon to get one hit on that tower. Bringing it down to 1508. Angelic still maintains their health advantage. Dark Prince for the bowler. A good counter. E-Dragon is now targeting the Inferno, shutting it down completely. E-Dragon on the Dark Prince is going to shut that down, however. Log does take out the Dark Goblin, and also brings PPF's left-hand tower all the way down to 1272. Lava Hound Night Witchblade coming out for Angelic. Going into double elixir time. Mega Knight Inferno Dragon play for PPF. Goblin Cage to defend against that Lava Hound and the Lumberjack. Fireball to stop that Inferno Dragon. A defensive freeze coming out from PPF. That was completely necessary, otherwise that tower would have been absolutely deleted. That defensive freeze does completely wipe out Angelic's push. However, it does stop PPF from coming out with a balloon freeze play right off the bat. They have to cycle first. And cycle they can. Unless Angelic does something real quick, they are going to freeze, except that they don't because the balloon got taken out very quick. Here comes a defensive freeze for that massive jumbo casserole of air troops. E-Dragons are chain lightninging onto the left-hand tower. It looks like the tower is going down because those bats were tanked for by the baby dragon, giving Angelic the first set of this best of 3 set match. So Angelic takes set 1. GG. We are now moving on to set 2, which is the 3 versus 3 best of 1 duel modes without ban, which is basically like an RPL set but no card repeats, and the matches will happen in sequence. So it'll be 3 best of 1s. First to take 2 points in this set takes the set. First to 2 points. If Angelic takes 2 points in this set, then they will have won this match, Liga Play Wolf Round 2 versus PPF. Angelic has a massive safety net going into this set, having won the 2v2 King of the Hill. So, an unfortunate start turned into a massive lead. Because remember guys, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So for Angelic eSports lineup is Renegade, Moipass Content, and Axelon, sub being Fatmir. For PPF, the lineup is Lori, Tester, and Dubas. Okay, so Renegade versus Lori for game 1 of this 3 vs 3 best of 1 duel set. So once a card is used, it cannot be used again by either team. Like, just think of duels, but with RPL rules. Anyway, here we go. Renegade for Angelic eSports on the bottom, Iori Yagami for PPF on the top of your screen. Iori starts with a princess at the bridge, getting 2 shots on the tower before being stopped by a royal delivery. Goblin barrel comes out, so it looks like this will be traditional log bait, using a cannon cart to stop the goblin barrel. Not the most efficient strategy, but it does work. Taking a few stabs in the process, but meh, whatever. Royal Hogs coming out in front of that cannon cart, Inferno Tower hoping to stop it all. However, this is nothing but Hog Earthquake. Both Royal Hogs. Royal Hog Earthquake is quite an unorthodox deck, to say the least. Excuse me, Royal Hog Earthquake Mortar. A rather unorthodox deck, but hey, you know our motto. If it works, it works. Wait, that's not the Angelic team motto. I see. So I'm just getting the briefing as we go. I'm being told that this match takes 2 days. It's 2 matches, and the goal is to get as many sets as possible. That's an interesting piece of news that I wish I had read before the match started. Unfortunate. Can I just get, like, more detailed briefings, please. Thanks. But oh bother. Whatever. Just a reminder that if you enjoy my sad attempts at casting, make sure to hit that follow button for future casting. I don't just cast Angelic matches, I also cast 4 leads whenever the time is appropriate. I also play other games, such as rhythm games like Osamania, Quaver, whatever. No problem, Forky. It's just that it's a pivotal piece of information. Nah, you're fine. That mortar doing absolute work on that tower. Here comes the hogs. No Inferno tower. Defensive mortar coming out for Renegade. Renegade is in a massive damage advantage going into overtime in about 10 seconds here. However, this advantage isn't going to last for long. Here comes the rocket cycle that all logbait players are famous for. Here we go. The famous rocket cycle. However, can rocket cycle beat earthquake cycle? Let's find out. Princess to defend against that cannon cart is successful, especially since the knight comes down immediately in front of it. Right now we need to see Renegade cycling, cycling, cycling. Cycling like there's no tomorrow. Perfectly timed royal delivery is always nice. Mortar takes out the princess. Here comes an Inferno Tower, too far away to be earthquaked. Rather unfortunate. Looks like Iori is learning as we go. Last mortar shot is absorbed by that E-Spirit that Kamikazed. Rather unfortunate. Comes that Goblin Barrel. Can it be tanked? Or, excuse me, countered. Yes, it can. Here comes the Earthquake. Inferno Tower still placed just outside the reach of the Earthquake. Iori's not playing that rocket too much anymore. Wonder why. I guess Iori's waiting for the tower to be within rocket range as a result of, like, logs and stuff. Oh, here comes the rocket, as soon as I mention it. Oh, an Earthquake would actually be value here. Come on. Not anymore. We need some desperation plays. Pronto, one more rocket, and it is donezo. And it looks like game 1 of 3v3 best of 1 duels will go to Iori for PPF. Rather unfortunate series of events. However, can still take it back, Angelic. I believe in you. Game 2 will be Tester versus Moi Pas Content. And reminder, no repeating your team's previous cards. Exactly. Moi Pas Content putting out the friendly challenge, waiting on Tester to accept. Here we go. Moi Pas on the bottom, Tester on the top. Skeleton Barrel, a resounding success for Moi Pas Content. Prince in the back to build up a massive push. Tester banking on that Mega Minion to do something to that Prince. Also using a Dark Prince to absorb the Prince's entire potential damage. A Miner going in the back from Moi Pas. Probably to absorb that Dark Prince. The average player would assume that to be a misclick, but no, that was a very deliberate defensive play by Moi Pas Content. What the hell is my Spotify playing? Alright, here comes another witch for that skeleton barrel. All those skeletons are about to become pigs. Can Moi Pas defend the pigs? Yes, he can, very easily, with the help of his trusty prince. Here comes the Miner to pull that Dark Prince away. Break his shield. Now the Fisherman's gonna pull the Prince away, stopping that huge play from being a big success. Here comes an RG for caster. Here we go. Meta Knight on the RG to take out that Dark Prince. Bats are helping to take out the RG, but not before the RG takes Moipa's Content's tower all the way down to 1430. Here comes an Inferno Dragon to pair with that Meta Knight. Go. Now the Inferno Dragon's going to take out that Mega Minion and work on that Dark Prince until he eventually charges out of range. However, that zap keeps the Dark Prince in range, making the Inferno Dragon actually kill it. A very good zap by Moipa's Content. Here comes the Fisherman in the right-hand lane for caster. And looks like those goblins are now going to become pigs. And those pigs are going to be healed to boot. Here comes that Meta Knight. However, it looks like the tower will go down here. Question is, can Moipa's Content keep that tower, or take the other tower and keep this game alive? Here comes Miner in the back for Moipa's Content, while the Witch is on the Mega Knight. Prince being taken out by that fireball. It would have charged if it wasn't for that fireball. Very unfortunate indeed. Mega Minion on that Stelly Barrel. Stelly Barrel still pops on the tower, turns into piggies, and caster will take game 2 of the 3 versus 3 best of 1 duel set. It is now 1-1. Set point both teams. Now they're more briefed. Hold up. Apologies for the parental interruption. We are going into Game 3. In this 2-day event, both teams now have 1 set. Whoever wins this set will have a huge advantage going into tomorrow, having a full safety net. So this is now a 3v3 best of 1. No dual rules, no bans. Just your classic 1 versus 1 regular battle. For Angelic eSports, we have Atsalon, Monty, and Overdose, and for PPF we have Lori, Eric, and Bolio. Iori... Is that Lori? Or is that Iori? Looks like an eye, so I'm gonna go with an eye here. So Iori. Starting off game 1 of the 3v3 best of 1, no bans, just casual 1v1s. Atsalon going in with a bandit first play, being pulled in by that Fisherman, being completely cancelled out. Fire Spirit does get some good chip damage on the right. However, Royal Giant Fisherman push on the left for Iori is going to do some major damage to Atsalon's tower. Only 1 shot though, not too bad. Hunter gonna defend that Dark Prince perfectly. Here comes the Bandit to take out the Hunter, and also the Fisherman to boot. It's pretty good value for a Bandit, despite the fact that it didn't get much tower damage. Took out 7 Elixir for 3, putting Atsalon in a pretty decent Elixir advantage. Here comes the Goblin Drill for Atsalon. Goblin Drill's more than a month old, so it's now allowable. Fire Spirit took out the defensive Bats, a very good play by Atsalon. Barbarian Barrel takes out the final 3 goblins from the drill, but not before the tower got reduced all the way to 1741, putting Athlon for Angelic in a massive damage lead going into the first half of this game. Comes the Dark Prince charge, being defended by a Meta Knight. Meta Knight, Royal Giant push. This is going to be very difficult to defend. Here comes an E-Spirit for Athlon, as well as some defensive skeletons and a Dark Prince, only allowing the RG to get 2 shots on the tower. Here comes the Fisherman pulling in that Dark Prince. Is he going to pull the Fire Spirit? He is. That Fisherman is very stupid. He pulled the Fire Spirit. That's like pulling a bomb straight to your face. Silly Fisherman. Comes the Goblin Drill for Athlon and a Bandit as well. Goblin Drill's tainting for the Bandit. Meta Knight is stuck on the Goblins. Bandit is getting some good damage on that tower, requiring a Hunter to take out, not before the tower went all the way down to 678. Comes the defensive Tesla for Athlon to take out this Hunter Royal Giant Meta Knight push. Huge push. Comes the defensive Dark Prince being pulled back by that Fisherman. This is going to be very hard to defend, however that Tesla coming down for Athlon. Very fast cycle here. Fisherman pulling again that Bandit. Comes the Dark Prince to take away that Meta Knight's opportunity to deal damage. Athlon is somehow still in the lead. Here comes a Fire Spirit. Goblin Drill play. Dark Prince is tanking for the Goblin Drill. Will the Dark Prince get charge damage? Dark Prince gets charge damage, bringing the tower all the way down to 245. Here comes another Meta Knight Royal Giant push in just mere moments. Comes that Goblin Drill once again. 26 is left on tower, and the Fireball takes game 1 for Athlon, putting Angelic in quite the lead, going into this 3v3 1v1 best of 1 set, no bans. Let's go, Angelic. 1-0 for Angelic. If Angelic gets this next point, Angelic will be up 2-1 sets, having a nice safety blanket going into tomorrow. Nice safety net for sure. Next game, Monty versus Eric. Monty for Angelic, Eric for PPF. Excuse me. Just waiting on the friendly battle request to be sent, and then we can get well on our way. Monty sending a request, Eric playing. Here we go. Monty for Angelic, Eric for PPF. Here comes a bowler for the Goblin Barrel. That's actually not how you counter a Goblin Barrel with bowler. I'm sorry, but if you really want to hard counter a Goblin Barrel, you gotta play the bowler right behind the tower as the Goblin Barrel gets to, like, if you can see my cursor. If we can see my cursor here. If you can't, that's okay. Right when the shadow of the Goblin Barrel passes, like, the Princess Tower, you play your bowler behind the Princess Tower. That way, the bowler hard counters the Goblin Barrel. However, that is not necessary, as the Barbarian Barrel comes out to defend the Goblin Barrel. Balloon Lumberjack also in the opposite side to give Monty a huge damage advantage going into the first half of this game here, bringing PPF's right-hand tower all the way down to 1537. Here comes a bowler for that Skeleton Barrel. Decent play. It's again, could have played the bowler a bit farther away, that way it could have hit more. And I'm only qualified to say this because I play bowler regularly, personally. Bowler is a very good card, very underrated, if you play him correctly. Can hard counter Goblin Barrels, can hard counter Skelly Barrels. Here comes another Goblin Barrel. Can Monty defend? He chooses to activate King Tower with the Goblin Barrel, a very good move by Monty. However, that Dark Goblin dealing massive damage, putting Eric in the lead at 1124 on Monty's left-hand tower. E-Dragon getting some damage on the left-hand tower. Balloon being pulled towards that bomb tower. Dark Goblin to defend. Not looking good for this push. The bomb does not connect, I don't think. No, it does not. Bowler for that Barbarian Barrel takes out the Goblin Barrel. Very nice. Bowler takes out the Dark Goblin, not before sustaining massive damage. Fireball on that E-Dragon. I think Eric here is underestimating the sheer amount of damage Bowler does. Tournament standard, he does close to 300 damage. And at max level, you know, in like level 13, like in ladder, he does close to like 400 damage, which is huge. Bowler's damage is very underrated. Should be appreciated. I don't know what Monty thinks an E-Drag is gonna do for that Skelly Barrel. 10 Elixir for 3, not a good Elixir trade at all. Eric is at a huge Elixir advantage, slowly being used up by the sheer barrage of troops that he is currently using. Comes at NATO again. Here's another trick I've picked up by being a Bowler NATO player. When you're trying to hard counter a Goblin Barrel by using a Tornado, you don't pull it towards the king again, you pull it towards the center so that you catch all 3 Goblins. A perfect Goblin Barrel counter. Finally taking my advice. The Bowler perfectly counters that Goblin Barrel and takes out the Skeleton Barrel to boot. 6 for 5, positive Elixir trade. Here comes the Balloon and Lumberjack once again. Monty should really consider using that. Oh my gosh, the Balloon bypasses the bomb tower. And the Balloon will take the game and the set for Monty, bringing Angelic up to 2-1 for the end of today's session. Tomorrow this match will continue. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream it or not, but if I am, then we will continue with a 2-1 lead. Overall, very well played by Angelic. Your final score is 2-1 out of day 1 of this 2-day event. If Angelic can keep up this lead going into tomorrow, they will win round 2 of Liga Play Wolf. Thank you all so much for coming out to this live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. Angelic OP, and I will see you next time. So with that, I'm going to... wait, hold on, stay tuned. I'm going to see if I can raid a channel. Let's see here. I'm gonna go on Twitch here and see if I can raid a Clash Royale channel. Keep the good vibes flowing. So let's look up Clash Royale real quick. Go viewers low to high. And see here what we got. Got a bunch of random shenanigans. As well as... ooh. It's no good, So, what do you think about me sending you to a, Grand Challenge person, sweep_CR? That a good channel to raid? Yeah, I think I'll raid him. Start raid. Alright, let's raid sweep. Come on, viewers, let's go. Keep the good vibes going. Still got 2 more unaccounted for. So, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit raid now, and we are going to be... somehow CRL got held by Twitch as a swear word. So yes, let's go raid sweep from CRL. Let's go.